So hello and good day everyone. My name is Nadine Laza, and together with me are Chanel Lago and Algie Prado, and we are the discussants for today. And our core subject is EGS, or Gender in Society, and our course facilitator is Sir Kim Yabo. So our topic is about the chapter 8, or Gender, Interest and Needs. So let's proceed to our learning outcomes. At the end of this chapter, the student should be able to identify the difference between gender and interest and needs, give examples of gender needs, and explain how policy can be made responsive to these needs, and discover his or her own strategic and practical gender needs. So let's proceed to the gender interest and needs in development. For empowerment of women, especially the poor and marginalized, are crucial to sustainable human development. Similarly, importance must also be given to care-oriented or socialized feminine values. Caroline Moser, in her landmark book, Gender Planning and Development, Theory, Practice, and Training, discussed feminist theories in relation to trends in gender and development and gender planning. Moser focused on women's liberation and empowerment in relation to practical and strategic gender needs, particularly the needs of women or the needs of grassroots women. Previous chapters discussed the socialized roles in each gender differ in each context. For example, or for instance, a woman's role as a farmer in Ghana is totally different from the women's roles in the Philippines. Their freedom and laws protecting them are different as well. Hence, it is important to determine the woman's gender interests versus her gender needs in the context of her culture and religious identity.
Gender interest. Maxine Molyneux, a feminist, often for her ideas on gender interest and different social movements, defines gender interest as interests that are developed by men or women by virtue for their social functioning through gender attributes. She suggests the use of the phrase gender interest over women's interest because the latter has the tendency to focus on the generic notion of women based on their biological similarities. Gender interests are considered to prioritize gender concern, while gender needs are means by which their concern may be satisfied. Gender interests are further different into either practical or strategic depending on how these gender interests are addressed. Gender needs. Practical gender needs in terms of planning are not necessarily feminist in content. Practical gender needs are concerned into women's immediate needs for survival, nutrition, living condition, healthcare, and employment. There are based on the exacting gender division of labor, the needs of women as mother or wives according to their socially constructed rules and their society.
Strategic gender needs. When we talk about gender development, we have to look at the strategic needs. The gender needs. These aren't just about the day-to-day survival. This stem from the fact that women often socialize into subordinate positions in our society. To fix this, we have to address the root causes of inequality. This means fighting for political representation, challenging the unfair division of labor, addressing violence against women act, and ensuring the equal pay isn't just an idea, but a reality. Analyzing the subordination. In addressing the strategic needs requires us to perform a deep analysis of gender subordination.